Hey, I'm Hoppy, and you're watching The Best Beginner, a channel devoted to giving quick, honest, and well-researched product recommendations for beginner musicians and creative artists. If you're new to the creative arts and are looking to make your first big purchase, or you're a parent looking for advice on what gear will inspire your kid, you've come to the right place. In my videos, I take my experience as a musician and a photographer and pair that with intense research and a high degree of skepticism of online marketing to weed through all the different options and present what I think would be the best choices for a beginner in a variety of different price ranges. So when I was a beginner photographer and musician, I wasted hundreds of hours online weeding through technical specifications and all the different options to figure out what gear I should purchase. I must have wasted thousands of dollars on dozens of different guitars and cameras and accessories, and most of the time, I just ended up broke and uninspired. Since then, I've become a master researcher, and I've lived my entire life surrounded by the creative arts. A little background about me: in high school, I was a total band geek. I played saxophone in the school band and played guitar in my buddy's basement while he played drums. Side note, he actually now runs a great YouTube channel for drummers called Sounds Like a Drum. You should definitely check it out if you're a drummer of any skill level. In college, I majored in music industry and the audio recording arts with a minor in mass communication. So that basically meant I took every single class to do with music and photography, film, graphic design, a whole bunch of others. I was also the head photographer for the school newspaper and a DJ at the school radio station. And I played in a bunch of different bands during that time on guitar and bass. I also dabbled as a DJ and electronic music producer a couple years after college. I'll link to all this stuff in the description if you have any interest in checking it out. After college, I interned at radio stations, I edited video and audio for voiceover companies, and I was a freelancer creating radio ads for local businesses. After all that, I had the privilege of being head photographer for one of the nation's largest online music stores, and basically got to play and photograph amazing instruments every day. So I've basically been surrounded by music and photography my entire life. And I feel like now it's time for me to take some of that wisdom that I gained as a beginner and pass it on to the next generation who's just getting started. So hopefully you avoid some of the mistakes I made when it came to purchasing gear. My goal is to get as many people into the creative arts as quickly as possible. And one of the ways to do that is to remove the roadblocks of having to research gear, weed through hundreds of different options, and maybe even still end up with something that's uninspiring. So I hope you enjoy these videos and come away with the gear that is going to inspire you to create your art. I post a new video every Friday on topics related to musical equipment, photography gear, and other creative arts. In the comments below, let me know what your favorite gear is, or some topics that you'd like to see in future videos. And if you like the mission of this channel, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to join the Best Beginner community. See ya!